Hi guys, I'm Joey and welcome to Tackle Warehouse First Look at ICAST. I'm here with the one and only KVD. KVD, thanks for joining us today. We're in the Plano booth and we're here to talk about some organization.
Yeah, you know, Plano, this whole Edge series is just really taken my organization to another level. You know, I've got a perfect box now for just about everything in the system, and you know, they've got a lot of great new additions this year. I think anybody that's tried the Edge series just sees how functional they are, how great they keep it. You know, you're going to get any rust or anything in your tackle boxes or anything. This is the best tackle storage I've ever had, and these new additions just make it even that much better.
Absolutely. Really, Plano is fleshing out a complete selection, a complete organizational system now, right? And and as a guy that travels pretty much all year, going to all kinds of different tournaments from pretty much starting in the winter, from Florida all the way to midsummer in the northern swing, how are you using these new products to build out your system and keep you organized for a variety of different tournaments?
Well, that's why we came up with these, because they said, hey, we've got the Edge series and it's, you know, we've got something for all these, but what are we missing? So a couple of things that we were missing is now we've got line management, you know, so you can keep a box like this, keep spools of line in it, whether you need it on the water or in the back of your truck. It just keeps it, you can spool right out of it, right onto your rod reel at the time. It's just a simple system to do it. You know, most people just keep it in a cardboard box. This is a lot better way to do it. So that's one thing. These new Stowalls too. This is another great addition. So these are heavy duty. They're waterproof. They've got a heavy duty Ziploc on them. I'm using them for bulk plastics. You know, a lot of times you go to a tournament and I may go through 50 rage craws in a day if I'm flipping grass or something like that. So I can take them out of the package, put bulk baits in here that I'm using a lot in there. If you want, I mean, you can put your cell phone in there, your keys, your wallet. They're going to float. They're going to be watertight. That's why they call it a Stowall, because you can put absolutely anything in it. They're convenient and they can just stuff anywhere. That's the beauty of it. It's not a hard box that, you know, it's going to be structured in a compartment. These you can just jam in any corner of the boat or any place that you need, and it's going to keep your stuff dry and protected.
Versatility is the name of the game.
I mean, that's what we want to do. So it's a great addition to the line as well. They've got a couple new. These are, you know, I'm not a trout fisherman by say, but I do ice fish. So this is an ice box here. I mean, these have great features. So, you know, the fly box and the ice box are kind of the same. They got multiple layers. They got magnets in the bottom. See those little flies?
Oh yeah.
They stay stuck right in there, so they don't move. So, you know, if you're a serious bass fisherman using a lot of like small, you know, wacky hooks and things like that, or, you know, you can use this for just about anything. But I do a lot of ice fishing where I live in Michigan, up in the winter, and having a box like this to keep all your tungsten jigs, your jigging wraps, things like that. It's got multiple layers, and again, those same magnets in the bottom. It's just a really, really well thought out system. So this is something that probably just about every bass angler could find some knickknacks to put in. But definitely, if you ice fish, you want one of these.
Very cool.
Well, this one. This is a new box that I'm pretty excited about. I know one of the baits that's really hard to store are like jigging baits, jigging spoons, jigging wraps, and then spy baits.
Just a tangled mess. I know when I pull them out, I got 10 of them stuck together, and you do the shaky. And
I got into spy baits a few years ago. It helped me win a big tournament up on the St. Lawrence River. And yeah, normally I've been just keeping them in a 3700 stowaway, and yeah, you put 10 in a tray and it takes you 7 minutes to get the one you want out of there. This way it keeps them perfect. I mean, these are high dollar baits, so you want to protect them. It keeps them nice and handy. And again, with the clear lid and everything in the Edge system, you can see exactly what you got and where it's at.
Very cool. These are some great new products from Plano. And if I can just have you talk maybe about how you travel. I mean, you must have a gargantuan amount of tackle, right, that you travel with, and how do you make sure you're staying organized, the right stuff for the right tournament is in the boat at the right time?
Well, to be honest with you, I learned most of my organizational skills from my wife. She's standing over there, and she's the one that's like, listen, you have got to keep your stuff tidy and neat, and you got to know where it's at. And whether it's in your boat or in your truck, you got to know what you have and where it's at. So, I mean, Plano has something to do all of that, whether it's the large storage totes all the way down to every edge tackle box that I got. And what I do is I keep my, the baits by category in my system. I use a lot of speed bags for my plastics and things, and I'll just take in the ones that I need for that particular tournament or that type of fishing. If we're smallmouth fishing, I know I'm going to need drop shot baits or tubes or finesse baits, things like that. I'll put those in the boat and take the big worms and stuff for largemouth that I don't need out and put it back in the truck. And that way I can manage my system and I know what I have that way.
Awesome, awesome. Anybody that has traveled and fished big tournaments knows that organization is time,
all about saving
time is money.
Yep.
And that's great. And that's the big question is, where do you keep your 5XD green gizzard shads?
Good luck finding one of those right now.
Right. For those of you that don't know, KVD put on a ledge clinic at Chickamauga, won that event on the 5XD green gizzard shad. I was watching. I was so excited. That was just, it gives me goosebumps right now.
Yeah, there's no doubt that the Strike King XD series of crankbaits that's the gold standard in ledge fishing crankbaits for sure. So that was just a really magical week for me right there. So
awesome.
I keep them in my Plano edge.
Yeah, absolutely. This is KVD. I'm Joey. This has been Tackle Warehouse First Look at ICAST. Thanks so much for joining us.